think the best country in the world is?
California, so here.
And have you ever been to Australia?
No.
Do you know there that each kid gets their own koala bear?
Really?
And they don't have to do homework ever.
Really?
Yeah.
I want a koala bear.
When it comes to picking the best country to live in, there are plenty of factors that come into play, from levels of happiness, health, stability of economy and opportunity, to basic societal satisfaction. These all help determine just how countries fare basing from surveys and research. This data is then compiled into the Human Development Index, which the UN itself uses to categorize how countries compare with each other. So in this video, we are going to be taking a look at that index and tell you the best countries to live in across the globe. But before we jump into it, don't forget to click that like button, share, subscribe, and press the notification bell for more updates. New Zealand.
The next great conspiracy. New Zealand is disappearing off world maps. What? New Zealand, where the bloody hell are you?
This island country in the southwestern Pacific Ocean has plenty of reasons why it is among the best in the world. A country so diverse and full of natural beauty that is always among the top of many travelers' to-go list. This relaxed and peaceful country ranks highly in international comparisons, particularly in areas of government transparency, economic freedom, protection of civil liberties, and education. It's been ranked the least corrupt country and maintains a clean and green reputation when it comes to governance and society. New Zealanders have a strong voice in how the country is run, with policies from its active government reflecting much of the support from its citizens. Its advanced market economy provides plenty of high-income opportunities, with the country being heavily dependent on international trade. With the country's people being very multicultural, diversity is welcomed and even nurtured. Only 5% of New Zealand's population are human, with its territories and reserves being home to a rich array of flora and fauna. New Zealand is famous for its absolutely beautiful scenery, from incredible surf beaches, lush native forests, braided rivers and fjords, to snow-covered volcanoes, which are all not that far away. Its uninhabited wilds make it an ideal location for plenty of outdoor exploration. There's a world-class skiing, mountain biking and hiking, and outdoor activities around mountains and national parks that are simply unlike any on the planet. The Netherlands.
Nobody loves their bikes more than the Dutch.
In this country, there are 18 million bikes for a population of only 17 million people.
There are more bikes than people. Meaning bikes are to the Dutch as guns are to Americans. But make no mistake, here it's the bikes that'll kill you.
Fatality! One of the most densely populated countries in Europe that holds a great balance between its economy, childcare, healthcare, and education system, the Netherlands is among the top countries that are ranked the happiest in the world. The work and life balance in the Netherlands is one of the best in the world, with Dutch people having found the right manner of spending fewer hours in actual offices while placing more of a value towards family time and leisure activities, all without affecting the effectiveness of its workforce. The country fares rather high as one of the most innovative nations in the world, while consistently achieving economic gains annually. The Netherlands is also known for its overall safety and high levels of tolerance among its society. It has one of the lowest crime rates in the world, with policies that often prefer rehabilitation over incarceration. This harmony is maintained due to the common understanding of the rules and adhering to local regulations seriously. It is home to people of all races and cultural backgrounds, which is why this friendly country is a common destination for visitors and tourists. The world's highest concentration of museums can be found in the Netherlands, which add to the distinct urban adventure that you can explore within the rather small country. Transportation around the country is easy and expands all within Europe, making it a great hub for commerce. Within its cities, there's 20,000 miles of bike paths that reflect the cycling culture of its people, espousing an economical mode of transport and a great means of exercise. Sweden.
In Sweden, no one is ever better than anyone else. It's considered completely vulgar to brag about yourself or even slightly point out one of your good sides. If someone gives you a compliment, you can't say just thank you. Instead, you have to go like, oh no, not me, not at all, I'm not good at this at all. Your boss will always try to be just one of the guys, and you never use Mr. or Miss with anyone. We're all on first name basis. At uni, there are no Professor this or Dr. that, it's just John and Julia, which means I didn't even know who were professors or doctors or assistants or guest lecturers at my school. They were all just people.
Sweden is simply a wonderful place to live in, with its kind people and a government that prioritizes public services and a strong social welfare system. It provides reliable and free healthcare and education to its people, which reflect well on international lists, faring highly among education levels and having one of the longest life expectancies in the world. Focusing on growth, freedom, equality, and security, Sweden has consistently been listed among the top countries in various categories for living. Relative to the country's size, it has a small and sustainable population with an abundance of natural resources that play well with its export-oriented mixed economy. Sweden also has great conditions for workers, making sure that their well-being is set as a priority by providing a minimum of 5 weeks of vacation per year. The government is also hugely supportive of startup knowledge-based endeavors, from budding entrepreneurs with government organizations, providing huge opportunities and even funding. The country is also full of beautiful and abundant nature, even within its cities that feature well-designed communities having a strong commitment to sustainability. Singapore.
Reasons why Singapore is one of the best cities in the world. Number 3, Changi Airport. It has a mall built inside the airport, 2 hotels, a butterfly garden, a swimming pool.
I can appreciate the excitement levels. He's really trying to get you pumped up for Singapore, much like Nas Daily did. But I kind of feel like I'll get exhausted just trying to pay attention to what he's saying with that Stranger Things theme song blasting in the background. It's just a lot to handle.
A relatively new country, Singapore was founded as a British colony in the 19th century and attained independence as a nation in 1965. This small island nation is a melting pot of cultures, having up to 5 languages being spoken in Singapore. This blend is reflected in just about every aspect of this rapidly developed country. From its traditions that blend the West and the East, its architecture that fuses the past and the future, and its famous cuisine known throughout the world. Being one of the major hubs for commerce in Asia, Singapore is one of the most competitive countries, scoring highly in terms of public sector, labor force, diversity, and infrastructure. It's one of the world's least corrupt countries and is also known for being among the safest countries in the world. Its healthcare system is also one of the best in the world, with the country's high life expectancy rates representing the overall attention paid to its healthcare. Singapore is one of the most dynamic nations in the world and is also a gateway to everything that the Asian continent has to offer. Germany.
And I was once on a German talk show, and if you want to go on one, it's a lot of fun. It's really fun. And I was on this German talk show, and this woman said to me, she said, "Mr. Williams, why do you think there's not so much comedy in Germany?" And I said, "Did you ever think you killed all the funny people?"
The most populous nation in the European Union, Germany possesses one of the largest economies in the world and has continued to strongly impact its standing in the international community. It is one of the globe's leading importers and exporters with a highly skilled and affluent workforce. In 2016, Germany ranked number 1 in the ranking of the best countries in the world, achieving perfect scores for educated population and legal framework categories, while performing well for having strong international alliances and being economically influential. It still boasts great marks for education, healthcare, and job market options. Germany is also a significant cultural hub, aside from being known as the birthplace of contemporary and modern cultural figures. Australia.
Okay, it's pop quiz time. Which country has the longest fence in the world? How about the second largest Greek population? 3 times more sheep than people? Okay, one word will give it away. Kangaroos!
Australia isn't just known for having the most interesting wildlife in the world, it is also among the best country in the world to live in, consistently scoring high marks due to its excellent quality of life index. Rating high due to its great access to education, high life expectations, socioeconomic well-being, and progressive legislation and governance. Its major cities score high in livability, and as a wealthy nation, there is plenty of urban centers to choose from. Australia has an active economy that has been strengthened over the last decades, with its skilled workforce being the socio-political backbone of its institutions, providing a social harmony and a lifestyle that is truly an example throughout the world. It also marks high in the happiness quotient of its people, as people find contentment in aspects of society such as employment, income, housing, environment, health, safety, and life satisfaction. Being a nation of immigrants, Australia is a tolerant and multicultural society, with its people being very progressive within this huge landmass. Canada.
So many Americans don't know about Canada. Did you guys know that we celebrate Thanksgiving on a different day? Did you know that? I was talking to a woman in the States that freaked when I told her. She's like, get out. Do you celebrate Christmas on a different day too? I'm not kidding. I said, yes, we do. In Canada, Jesus is a Gemini.
The second largest country in the world, Canada offers unlimited opportunity and potential in its fast-growing and industrialized economy. Known for being a politically stable nation with a good job market and a well-developed public education system, while ranking high among the well-developed public health systems in the world. The Great White North embraces its cultural diversity through its national policy of multiculturalism. Its high standards of living brought on by its high-tech industrial economy has raised its quality of life rankings consistently in these recent years. The nation, known for its friendly disposition, is full of national parks, owning 10% of the world's forests and having the world's longest coastline. Switzerland.
Switzerland's capital of finance and banking. But at what price does all this financial success come? Have the Swiss given up the simple concept of fun? Let's find out from an average Zurichian. Have you taken time out today just to have a good... Hi, are you... What is fun to a Swiss? The fun ain't happening. It ain't happening.
The neutral nation of Switzerland, nestled on the mountains of Central Europe, ranks high for its national wealth, low unemployment, diversity, and its generally picturesque landscape. Known for its multilingualism, Switzerland is also a hub of cultural diversity, with plenty of influence from neighboring countries on all borders while remaining uniquely Swiss. Switzerland is a great place for culture and the arts, with over 600 museums to explore, as the country holds great pride in old traditions. One of the wealthiest nations in the world, it has a very strong economy that offers low corporate tax rates, opening itself to greater opportunities. Its health system is truly impressive and has raised its citizens' average life expectancy to about 83 years old. Considering it is the place of gorgeous snow-covered peaks and incredible chocolate, it's quite understandable why living here can maximize one's life experience. So what do you think about these best countries to live in across the globe? We would love to hear what you think about them by commenting below. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and ring that notification bell for more stories.